Hey, what's up, guys? It's me again, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was Betrayed by Konoha and Locked Up? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now, before continuing this may get a lot darker. I was watching a violent John Wick style movie, and yeah, I had this messy idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. And yeah, without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins 13 years after the QB attack, as we go towards Konoha Gakure Masato. Inside a hospital room where we see Naruto Uzumaki, 13-year-old resident Jinchuriki of Konoha, was laying bandaged up on a bed of hospital. As suddenly Naruto began to stir awake, and as soon as he did, he didn't find anyone there in the room until suddenly it was bursted open and in came Anbus, and they picked him up and placed him on a wheelchair. What is going on? Said Naruto, still in a daze. You will know everything soon. As he was all the way brought to the Hokage office, where, after being brought, he was left. As now we see, Tsunade wasn't the one who was seated on the Hokage desk, as Naruto was shocked. His vision was a little bit blurry because he was awoken after recovering from the wounds. But he did not know that another storm was already brewing for him, because there in front of him seated was the fourth Hokage. As Naruto tried to clear his eyes, but it didn't work because the fourth Hokage wasn't going away. What is going on? Fourth Hokage-sama? Yes, Naruto. It is me, Minato, the fourth Hokage. I have returned back to Konoha. As Naruto's vision stabilized, it really was the fourth Hokage. And there was a red-headed woman there, standing next to him. And so was their daughter, seemingly. She had the same facial features as him, but the only difference was that they were much more feminine, and she had red hair, while he had blonde. Ba-chan, what is going on here? Said Naruto, still trying to recover, because he had just woken up after the incident and passing out. Minato and Kushina has returned, and Minato has retaken the position of the Hokage. And I obviously had to give that position back because he never died. I see. Then why am I brought here? You're brought here, my dear boy, because you are to be sent to the blood prison. What? As Naruto's eyes widened when he heard these words. Why would I be sent there? Did I do something wrong? It's more of my mistake. You see, you, my boy, are quite dangerous, my son. What do you mean by that? I was the one who sealed the 9 tails within you. Wasn't I? Yes. I made a mistake. You possess the soul of the Biju, the entirety of it, and a little bit of chakra that you were able to use thus far. The rest of it is sealed within my own daughter. As Naruto was taken aback by that. I already told this to the whole council, as Minato walked towards him and was now face to face in front of Naruto, on one of his knees and both of his arms resting on the sides of the wheelchair. Listen to me, Naruto. I am doing this for your own good. You are dangerous, son. Until we determine that you are not, you will remain there. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. Why would I have to go there? I never did anything to Konoha. Bachan, I can't do anything, Naruto. I tried. They won't listen. I don't have the power anymore. He does. As Naruto looked towards Minato, as his ears began to ring, it is for your own good. Trust me. And with that, he told the guards to take Naruto away. As Naruto wanted to know so many questions, why? Why was he the one being thrown there? What did he even do? And how come the fourth Hokage was alive, and why did he call him his son? Nobody told him anything of that sort. But right now, the most shocking thing to him was being told, right after almost dying, that he was being sent to a blood prison of a place that he was never aware of. All the way there, Naruto was numb. His ears were still ringing. He did not know how long it took, but he arrived there. Still, since he was bandaged up, after getting sealed with the blood prison seal, he was sent to his prison cell. As Naruto slumped down to the ground nearby, where only a small window with huge metal bars was the source of light. What did I do? Was the only thing Naruto said. You didn't do anything. They thought that since I, or my whole soul, is sealed within you, you are dangerous. And obviously to make sure that you don't become a danger to them, they sent you here to keep you safe, said Kurama, as he put quotations on each side of it. But in their eyes, you are a danger. Who do you think they would listen to? The man that has come back from dead? You knew, said Naruto, stopping the cube in its tracks. Of course I knew. I have been with you since you were an infant child. Tell me everything. You owe me that much, please. I'm begging you. Why are you begging me, and why would I help you? Don't you know who I am? I'm begging you. You're my only hope now. Please, said Naruto. Kyuubi was considered many things, demon even as well, but he wasn't heartless to this extent. Fine. I'll tell you everything. And so that is what Kurama did. He told him everything. That how Minato no Mikaze was his own father. And that woman, the red-haired one, was his mother. And they made Naruto the Jinchuriki of the soul for the sole purpose of making him the scapegoat. Leaving him here in the care of Hiruzen so that he could be the scapegoat until their daughter, his sister, could be prepared to become the hero. And they needed to hide from a masked person, calling himself Madara Uchiha, who was the reason of all this mess. Naruto, for the first time in 13 years of his life, felt a lot of emotions. Hatred, anger, anguish. And he wanted only one thing. Revenge. He wanted revenge on Konoha for what it has done to him. As Naruto did not know how to get it. Here he was trapped because of the power-hungry Konoha, for whom he has fought, even laid down his life almost multiple times. And yet here he was, rewarded with a 4x4 cell with only a small window as a source of light. His chakra being sealed away completely. There was nothing he could do now. All hope seemingly was lost. He was still recovering. But, as usual, where Naruto was, the danger as well as problems would find him. Turns out in the blood prison, some of the Konoha, people were also there, sent on different charges, and they found out who he was immediately. Well, it took them long enough to send you here. They basically gift-wrapped you to us, and they began to target Naruto. It soon began as a bullying because of this strict security, but they were able to even bribe some guards to look the other way, and one night beated Naruto to an extent where he was sent to the infirmary, and after being bandaged up, he was sent to a isolated cell, where he would remain until he recovered. While bandaged up completely, Naruto laid down there. Nay, Kurama, what is it, kid? What should I do? Why are you asking me that? Because you're the only company I got here. I want revenge. And I know that you want revenge as well. Are you suggesting that you are going to go against Konoha, the same place that you bribed or yelled about that you were going to be the Kage of? Yes. I want that place to be burned down to ground. I want them to suffer like I am. Like I have. Done enough. I won't let them cause any more problems for me. I want them gone. You will have your time. But are you sure? Because you have never killed. Time to find out if I am capable or not. What do you mean by that? Just see. As after a few months, when Naruto recovered, he was moved back where the other prisoners were. So, Naruto was in the cafeteria area, seated and enjoying his meal, until one of the Konoha shinobis, who was one of his bullies, arrived there. In his hand, he had made a prison-made razor blade knife that he was going to stab Naruto with. Naruto immediately dodged and grabbed that knife and stabbed straight through his leg. And then he didn't stop there. He grabbed it and yanked it upwards until it came towards where his, well, lower body was. And then yanked it towards there, ripping his testicle off from his body, causing him to bleed out and die there. The guards tried to act up, and Naruto was immediately detained because of the seals being activated and him being in pain. As now we see him bringing in for being questioning. Why did you do that? He was going to kill me. I had to do something. You're young. At first I thought that you didn't do anything for Konoha to abruptly send you here, but I am changing my mind. Konoha lies. Why do you think they were attacking me? They didn't knew I was gonna come here, or did they? That is true. That is because I'm the Jinchuriki of the village. They hate me for what happened 13 years ago. Quite foolish of them. When you're surrounded by hatred, you make up lies that you soon begin to believe are the truth, said Naruto. Quite wise words for someone your age. I heard it from a friend. What friend? Who else do you think I have to keep me company here? As immediately the guard warden stood up. You can contact your BDU? Of course. But don't worry, it's only the soul. Not like it has chakra, because that is sealed within the other Jinchuriki. I see. You do know that information is quite valuable here, and I can, for all means, please do sell. I don't care. Good. Good. I'll see that this doesn't happen again. And this time you'll be allowed to go back free from this Naruto. But if you continue to act this way, I won't be able to free you. As Naruto perked up, what do you mean? Since you are young, by a civilian standard at least, you're not considered adult, you'll be able to get into the Rice country's, well, younger system, in which they free the younger prisoners. And I was going to send in your application. If you behave for a month, I want to be isolated them from them. Alright? If you behave for a month, I will consider. Maybe in 5 years or so you will be able to free. How long am I here for? Life sentence. Konoha has sent you here for a life sentence. I see. Good to know. I'm gonna give you 6 months in isolation's chamber with some materials, because I can see as soon as you break free from here, you're gonna go and cause some mayhem. Why are you helping me? Because you see, my dear boy. As suddenly Naruto noticed something. The eyes of the warden, they shifted from the black ones to yellow with slits in them, with a sinister, knowing smirk on his face. I have a vendetta against Konoha of my own. As Naruto smirked, good to know. Good to know, warden. And so Naruto was sent there. As there, Naruto once arrived, his seal was lifted. Why are you doing this, Orochimaru? That damn bastard Sasuke. He is going to betray me. I have heard what he has talked about with Kabuto. He thinks that Kabuto is on his side. Pathetic Uchihas. Don't kill him. Why should I listen to you? He's in my business alone. I want to kill him. Myself. Don't kill him. You want his eyes, right? No, I want his body. I want to retain my youthfulness, you see. There is a way. What way? Ever you tried shadow clones? How do you know? In the midst of a battle, when One Tails attacked, I literally switched myself with a shadow clone. It was by accident, and I was able to live, while my real body, which turned into the shadow clone, was crushed. Impressive. So by all means you should have been dead long time ago, but here you are, months later, still breathing. Yes. Good to know. Here are some scrolls. You might want to learn them. In it are the prized possession of your father. The flying Raijin technique. And the Rasengan, I know it. No. Other techniques, like wind bullets and wind jutsus. And are there any taijutsu styles? Quite dangerous one, to be honest, that I would love to try out. How about the inner gates? I have that scroll. Actually, everyone has it. Because my guy, that fool, has posted it everywhere through scrolls distribution. I would like that as well. Train well, Naruto. I'm giving you an ear, and I'm sending your application already. Sooner or later, prisoner, you will be free, and I'll be witnessing what kind of mayhem you cause. As Naruto nodded, and one more thing, said Orochimaru before he was about to leave. What? There are some people after you. Remember with the black cloaks and red clouds? The masked person will be amongst them. The one that Konoha wants. The one you want. And the QB wants. Naruto's eyes narrowed. How do you? Because I worked with them, kid. I know. Well, I'll see you that you train now. And with that, Orochimaru left, closing the door room shut. As Naruto was left with his own thoughts. What do you think, Kurama? That is a snake that you're dealing with. But he has given us resources to work with, and the seal is off. As Naruto, after thinking for a bit, and began his training. And so, time began to pass by. An year went by. The Rice Country and the Blood Prison were never able to suspect that their warden has been switched with Orochimaru, and he was there for only one reason, for new test subjects. He needed guinea pigs, and in that guinea pigs, Naruto was also one of them, who he is fine, but not for testing. At least not painful and physical one that he would do, but to test out if he would be able to finish the job of his and destroy Konoha or not. Like using him and his anger as a pawn. Naruto was fully aware of it, but the situation as it was necessary. As now we see, a year later, Naruto was brought out of the prison cell and was sent back to where the others were. Naruto was much more taller because he was given proper food and vitamins prescribed by Orochimaru himself to make sure it boosted up his metabolism as well as his muscle mass. Naruto was taller, much more muscular, while still being leaner and vascular as well, and his strength has increased tenfold. Gone were his sleeves, as they have torn apart because of his excessive use of strength, while the rest of the dress remained there. As one of the Konoha then arrived, dashing towards him, but Naruto grabbed him and literally yanked his both arms out of his joints, causing a huge pop sound to erupt throughout the whole hall. And grabbing his neck, Naruto literally turned it backwards, causing his neck to snap and him to die. Try that again. I'll kill you in much worse way. And with that, the message was sent, clear cut. Whoever messes with Naruto dies. And so they didn't bother him for the upcoming next years. And there were no repercussions because the prisoner, he was the one who threatened Naruto first and attacked him. And so, 3 years later, due to the laws of, well, Rice Country, Naruto was standing now outside with new clothes and a much more colder expression. There you go, kid. What are these for? These are kunais, similar to tri-pronged ones, but they are much more slimmer and could be used as a defensive weapon if you want to. Thanks, I guess. And so, Naruto was about to leave until a hand was placed on his shoulder. Naruto, one more thing. What? The masked person that you search is Namegakure. Good luck now, out there. And don't cause trouble for Konoha. You're banned from there still. I know, Warden. Happy travels now. And so Orochimaru turned back on his heel and went inside his new base. the blood prison itself. Well, Naruto and Kurama were now left with their own thoughts. What do you think, Kurama? Where to first? The Akatsuki, obviously. Now you can drop the seal as well. The chakra seals that you made are working wondrously. My chakra is almost recovered, as Naruto was able to deactivate the seal that was placed by Minato. Good to know. Good to know. And so, Naruto began to walk towards Amigakure after looking at the map. As now we see back in Konoha, everything was going smoothly as they planned. Now we see inside the Uzumaki household, Minato and Kushina were seated in a dinner table. It was evening, and their daughter Mito was with them. As they were laughing and celebrating until Mito halted. You guys ever thought that what would it be like when if we that was a necessary sacrifice. And besides, he is alive and that is more than enough for us. He is safe there. It won't harm anyone, and he certainly won't be getting out in this lifetime. But he was our son, Minato. Mito is right. Don't you think I know that? It was a tough decision that we have to make, but the prophecy is the thing that matters the most. One life cannot be put above the whole world. Can you put it? No. No, we can't. Then you have your answer. It was necessary. Naruto needed to be the scapegoat so you could thrive, Mito. You could thrive. Now, move on with the subject. Naruto is safe. Sealed away. No one would harm him, and he would be able to live out his life. But he would be hating us. That is something that I can live by. Once this is over, I'm gonna bring him out. That would be a foolish decision, Mito. What if he lashes out? He has every right to lash out, father. Calm down, Mito. Think this rationally. I have put you in a position where you could be the child of prophecy, the golden child of not only of Konoha, but of the whole world. And you're gonna just destroy it? Just like that? That is my brother. For him I will do anything. I have kept it together for your act because it doesn't mean anything. Naruto is not worthy of being a part of this family. He has played out his part, he is allowed to live, and he's where he needs to be. And besides, I don't trust that seal, okay? Something happens, Naruto lashes out, that seal will be blown to bits, and the next thing you know, Kyuubi will be released. You will be the one dying next. You could have told me that, Minato. I didn't know at the time. As now we see on the other side, Naruto had made his way to the Amigakure. As soon as he set a foot inside, he was surrounded by the Akatsuki. Why are you here, Naruto Uzumaki? Well, regardless of whatever the reason, said the leader, you have brought yourself at death's door, as well as hand delivered yourself to the Nine Tail to us. So we must thank you and send you to Kami. But before that could happen, Naruto disappeared in a flash step, the next level of the Harishin, without the use of any kunai. And the masked person, his heart was on a newly and much more longer and sharper version of the tri-pronged kunai. There was a gaping hole in his chest, and Naruto was standing on the other side, as the heart beated in that kunai, still being stabbed, as Naruto threw it to the ground and burned it with a fireball jutsu without using any hand seals. As the Tobi, or the masked person, died, "No! Kill him!" yelled out the plant-like creature, or human. Naruto didn't hesitate. Kurama, it's time. As soon as they all began to move, they all seemingly slowed down. And what followed suit was a burst of chakra, sending them flying back, as Naruto was erupted into orange chakra, as his eyes were red with slits in them. It's time to get even. And the whole village was leveled out as the huge mountain of birth of the Kyuubi colossal giant was formed, made out of orange chakra with black markings on it. And it was devastating. So much so that even the mighty Akatsuki had fallen victim to it. They couldn't stop it, no matter what they did. It was over before it even began. As Naruto, his rage not satisfied, was still there. It can't have been over like this. You owe me 16 years worth of pain, you damn bastard son of a bitch. You can't just die like this. Naruto was an angry kid. He's dead. It's done. Naruto literally destroyed his eyes with both of his new kunais. You can't die like this. Calm down, kid. Don't tell me to calm down. He's the one who destroyed my life. He's the one who started the cycle. Your father is the one who put you here. Remember, it's your father who destroyed your life. You're right, said Naruto, taking in deep breaths. The red he was seeing before was now fading from his eyes. He was beginning to somewhat calm down. Konoha needs to pay. But before that, there is one more person that needs to pay. Who? Sasuke Uchiha. Konoha loves their golden boy, right? Time to hand deliver them. As now we see, Team Taka was on the move. They were able to kill, quote-unquote, Orochimaru, who was in fact in reality a blood clone that they had killed. The real one was still impersonating the warden back in the blood prison, doing his secret experimentation there. And so, Naruto was able to cross paths with him in the nearby village. Just his luck. As Naruto stood there. Well, if it isn't the dope that I almost beaten. But before he could finish, Naruto disappeared in blinding speeds. Since he was able to use his Mangekyo Sharingan, even barely, like a blur, he was able to catch on as he summoned his sword and was able to counter. I'm impressed that you gotten better though, but before he could finish, there was a Rasengan blasted in half of his face, destroying it, tearing it to shreds, as Sasuke was in agony, holding one side, as there were nothing more than bones visible alongside his eye socket that was destroyed. What have you done? I'm gonna kill you, you damn son of a bitch. And for the first time, Sasuke realized Naruto was not here for a rematch or drag him back, so that he could be let into Konoha. He was here to kill him. You owe me a lot of suffering, Sasuke Uchiha. I won't allow you to die. But Yugo, Karin, as well as Suigetsu attacked. Naruto didn't budge. He just sidestepped each and every attack and stabbed them straight throughout the heart, killing them in one swift blow each. As Sasuke stood there, you're not the Naruto I knew. You're not the dope that I fought. You're a damn monster. Who do you think created it? Said Naruto as he wiped his face, which was now covered in blood. As Sasuke took a step back, stay away. Stay away from me. Come on, Sasuke. Aren't you going to fight back? You wanted to get revenge about your clan. And yet here am I. The one obstacle in your way. Come on, fight me like you did. Come on, Sasuke. Stop being a pussy. Fight me, you damn bastard. Sasuke, he couldn't move. He was frozen. Frozen where he stood. And Naruto then disappeared, throwing down the kunai as he punched Sasuke again and again and again and again until Sasuke summoned Chidori. Don't mock me! As Naruto this time fully charged Rasengan and slammed him on the same hand where the Chidori was, causing his whole arm to be obliterated, and grabbing the bones from there, literally yanking the whole bone structure off and stabbing it straight through his chest, one by one each. As Sasuke was letting out blood-curdling breaths. As Sasuke said, you're, demon. As Naruto's eyes flashed red, who do you think made me in this way? As Naruto stood up, it was beginning to rain, washing away the blood that he had on himself. The murder evidence disappearing. As Naruto calmed himself. It's time, Kurama. It's time for Konoha. Alright, we need you to recover, and then we'll deal. No. Now. What? Are you insane? Yes. As Naruto began to walk towards Konoha in the rain until he began to run, that running turned into full-blown dash because he was a man on a mission. A mission to destroy Konoha. As now we go back to Konoha. A few hours later, it was raining heavily in Konoha until now we see atop of the Hokage Tower. A huge explosion erupted as the fourth Hokage's face fell off down to the ground. One by one, the third, then the second, and the first. The Hokage monument was destroyed. Immediately, everyone was alerted. But once they arrived there, they saw someone wearing a black cloak. Naruto was seated there, his eyes red, with slits in them. What is going on? Who is that? The people asked. That's Naruto. As Naruto jumped, with a smile on his face. Well, look at here. Look at me, like he usually said. Naruto Uzumaki is back in Konoha again. As he jumped down, bursting into orange chakra that turned into full-blown kaiju-sized nine-tailed Biju as he screeched. And what followed suit was the destruction of the Konoha, like the way it began 16 years ago. Minato and the others tried, but they couldn't do anything. They were just swiped away, while the others, one by one, destroyed. In front of their own eyes, in front of Minato's eyes, the whole village was burned down to the crisp. As now we see Naruto, in a sidestep, arrived there while the QB behind him destroyed everything. His eyes were still red as Naruto then said, "Hello, father, mother, and you." Naruto, listen, I did what I had to do to make sure that both of you silence. As Naruto threw a kunai straight through his leg, as Minato screamed. As Naruto then arrived in front of Mito. Please, Rasengan. Naruto slammed the Rasengan into her guts, causing her to explode and die. Then and there. As Kushina screamed alongside Minato, "What have you done? You know what you have done, you damn idiot!" "I have known what I had done. I killed your prodigy. I took your child away. Now, I'm gonna take everything away from you. Trust me, father. I know what I'm doing. It is best for you. You would thank me later," said Naruto the same words that Minato said to him. As next was Kushina. Naruto slammed the same Rasengan, the prized possession of Minato, into the face of Kushina, destroying her skull. As Kakashi arrived. "Naruto, what the hell are you doing?" "Shut up, trash." "What?" I said, "Shut up, trash." "Oh, that reminds me. Here, I brought you a gift." As Naruto threw a scroll, "Open it." It was covered in red blood. "Open it," I said. And Kakashi, he did. It was a mangled body of Sasuke. "Here you go. Your prize, student." "What have you done?" As suddenly a hissing sound was heard, as Kakashi looked at Naruto, as there was a huge explosion. "No, Kakashi! You damn monster! I should have killed you when you were born. And yet you didn't. You wanted to play God, right? You wanted to mess with me, right? Go on. Do it. Hit me. I'm right here standing in front of you, son of a bitch. Do it," said Naruto. As Minato, trying to charge, punched Naruto, but Naruto didn't budge. He began to laugh until Naruto then said, "I can't kill you. I have to make you suffer, like you did." As Naruto disappeared, as taking the chance, Minato began to drag himself away until Naruto arrived with a wheelchair and kicked him in the back. "Now sit down there." As Naruto then brought out a saw that was used to cut the lumber, the trees. As Naruto made 2 clones, "Grab that son of a bitch and make sure he doesn't move." And he summoned another clone. As Minato said, What are you doing?" "Something that I should have done long ago. Then I found out that you were alive. Something that I have been dreaming of." As Naruto brought the saw to where his arm was and began to rip it, using that two-person saw, as Minato screamed. But he didn't end it there. After one arm was gone, it was the next, and then it was the leg, and the other one. Now Minato was nothing more than a stump with a head. And Naruto used medical ninjutsu to heal it, but not completely, so that he could still feel the pain. "Now, Minato Namikaze," said Naruto, using the wheelchair, bringing him to where the Hokage monument was, watching him with tear-filled eyes in pain, the destruction of his home. "But you see, isn't it beautiful? Isn't this what you wanted? Look, go on, save your people. They are screaming your name." "You're sick. Who do you think made me that way? Who do you think? As Naruto then looked towards Kurama. Oi, Kurama, are you done? Yes, kid, I am. Oh, you really did a number on him. I'm not done though. There's one last gift. What? As now we see, in Iwagakure, suddenly inside the Tsuchikage's office. The next morning when Oniki arrived, he found a gift. There was the mangled form of Minato Namikaze in a wheelchair as a form of stump waiting for him. I don't know which god to thank, but I thank every god for this pleasure. You have a to lot to live up to, Minato, for all the pain and suffering you caused. Mercy. Sorry. Well out of it. As now we see Naruto and Kurama standing, watching from afar as Minato was executed publicly after being humiliated and laughed by his mere mortal enemies, Iwagakure people. Naruto has destroyed each and every ounce of dignity of Minato, and even made him growl in front of him for his life, but all for what? For him to be executed, getting his neck chopped. Do you feel peace? No. I don't feel peace. I feel satisfaction. These sons of a bitches had it coming for them. I just brought it much more earlier. That you did, kid. That you did. As now we see, Naruto then turned his back and left. He was done. All that he wanted to do was finished. Konoha was destroyed. So was Akatsuki. And then there was Sasuke. Only one man remained though, Orochimaru. And he was pleased. He was cool with Naruto. Because he knew he made the right choice, using Naruto as a pawn of anger to destroy everything. But my lord, don't you think that we should deal with him? No, why would we? We have no quarrel with him. But what if he comes after us? The boy has given me a technique that allows me to become as immortal of a sort. Why do you think that he would come after me after that? Because he's tying up the loose end and we are one of them? No, my dear boy, we're not. If anything, we're the one where he started his destruction path. We are his allies. I hope you're right. Of course I am. I just hope to know what the future holds for him, because I am certainly excited for this new Naruto Uzumaki that Minato and Konoha has made, but I have unleashed on the whole elemental mission world. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is it for the day, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.